Hey everybody, Matt Geary here for the Geek Pride cast on this Monday evening. With me, as always, you have my co-hosts, Jonjo Cosgrove.
Hey everyone.
And Peter Ray Allison.
Good evening, everyone.
And back, not our first guest of the year, as she used to be.
The first lunar year. First guest of the lunar year.
First guest of the lunar year, Madam Misfit. Welcome
Hello.
back.
Wonderful.
So, Sarah, who are you? What do you do? What's your thing? For those who haven't seen you the last three times, have you been on us 3 times?
Something like that.
Yeah, for the last 3 times.
So what am I? I'm a singer, performer, entertainer. I'm spanning all sorts of weird and wonderful genres of music. The reason I'm mainly on air is I perform at a few cosplay events and Comic-Cons, sci-fi events. I also borderlining a lot of steampunk, and I travel the world and I just make people smile through power of music. There we go.
Cause I first met you as Madam Misfit, the Mistress of Mischief at Sci-Fi Weekender.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then I bumped into you again at the Crouch Steampunk Museum, and then you went off globetrotting around the world at various steampunk events.
I know, yeah, that was amazing. I mean, I've been doing Misfit just borderline COVID, so 2019. Decided to kind of, I think just find this alter ego, which I now realise Madam Misfit is just a vessel for my ADHD. That's all it is. It just gives me an excuse.
We talked about this last time, I think.
Yeah, this is it. I know. We'll put a pin in that, Matt, yeah? So released an album, lockdown. Everyone listened to music in lockdown. And thus, because of that, I was then invited to some weird and wonderful events. I was very niche. I think I hit the downloads and at the right time, and I was the only girl doing what I was doing. So again, I was hitting all the sort of niches. But Sci-Fi Weekender was one of my first big events.
Wow.
I was put in that tiny stage, wasn't I? And then last year. No, I wasn't there last year. The year before that,
yeah.
I headlined the whole thing. I crowd surfed, didn't I?
Yeah, that was fun.
I used to love crowd surfing. It used to be like one of my favorite pastimes when I was sort of a teenager, from the ages of like, I don't know, from like 16 all the way up to like 19. I like crowd surfing was all I wanted to do. And then I remember it was
someone dropped you, didn't they?
Yeah, somebody dropped me. Was that a thing? Is because he didn't get crowd surfing. Like when I went to Manchester, you could do it. Like it's in the smaller venues. Like if we went to Academy 2.
Actually, I mean, to be honest, so I would not have expected that your first event at Sci-Fi Kid, that was your first big event, because you absolutely nailed that.
This is it.
And I mean, like, how do you prepare for, like, you know, those big events? I
didn't. So I think what I portrayed on stage was nervous energy, and it always sort of worked for me. And to have that entire and hear that everybody from the main room of this whole con was pouring into this little tiny side rooms, everyone was like sardines. Yeah. And it wasn't until my friend who was organising all the kind of, you know, the monkeys and all the stuff, Adam, had on before, Adam Kolkov. I'm doing my big show and I look under my arm and there's Adam's face and a chimpanzee. And I was like, things must be going good. If Adam's managed to call these apes that were meant to be on another stage, another part of the building, or having a rest or something, and suddenly they appeared. I can just imagine like the conversations in the back room, like get the chimps on stage now. And so it was. When John Darkroom, he came, he said, I knew your show was going good because everyone was suddenly coming out wearing your t-shirts and not mine.
Yeah, I must admit, I remember that. So it started off small.
Yeah, it did,
and then basically people kind of migrating over from one room to the next, and there's usually kind of a bit of, you know, migration between the 2 rooms.
Yeah.
But this time, people would come in and just staying.
I know.
And packing out to the point where people couldn't get in because, you know, you packed out the entire room.
Well, because there were so few people there at the start, and then by the end there were so many people, I actually ended up having to repeat a couple of the start songs because they wanted more.
Oh, right, yeah.
I literally hadn't got the material, so So yeah, that was crazy. And then I think it worked well for me though, because imagine if I'd been put in the main room first. I think, yeah. And then I built up because the year after that I was in the main room, but I think I was a support to Blues Harvest or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then the following year I headlined. I was above a band and stuff. So it worked really, really nicely.
It was a nice little escalation.
It was, and which is why last year me not actually being there worked really well actually, because I'm like, where do you go up from that? Whereas I've had a gap year now.
A bit of a palate cleanser.
Just come in fresh and stuff. So
new material, new energy.
Yeah. Well, last year I was globetrotting in America, wasn't I?
Yeah.
How did that go?
Well, I was performing in Tucson, Arizona at Wild Wild West Con, huge steampunk event. So they paid for me to go over. My lovely other half joined me. And put up in this amazing hotel, beautiful weather. Honestly, it was like an oasis in the middle of it.
How hot was it? Because last time I was in Arizona, I near died.
Oh, it was hot. I mean, I love the heat though. I do like the heat. But it was set up like an oasis, like this pool and just sand everywhere.
Oh wow!
And so I was supporting a band on the Saturday night. We flew in on the Thursday, so it was 14 hours worth of flights, 2 changes.
Oh,
it was awful, and the jet lag when you arrived, you were like 7 hours behind.
Yeah.
So we were literally there in total 5 days, like with flying. It was ridiculous. We had 3 days, like in the middle, we were just there to perform. So you were doing everything jet lag. So it came to the actual day, and before my show, the days leading up, we'd heard of people getting sick and ill, and there was a rumor of food poisoning. But we were fine. We didn't eat on site. We went off for a day around Old Tucson. If you went around there, Matt, the filming production place, where they shot Tombstone and all of that. It was really cool, and you got to see all the stunts and them falling off buildings. And my other half managed to get dragged onto the can stage. So it was crazy. So we were doing this as part of the job, and then the Saturday came, and again, the lead band were going to have to pull out because they got really sick. So I sent Gareth, I was like, let them know I'm ready to step up. If they need someone, I'll do it. So prepping for the show an hour before sound check, Gareth heads down to the stage just to check the back screen projections, and he comes back up and he says, it's all cancelled. We have to pack up and go.
Oh my word.
There'd been a norovirus outbreak.
Oh God.
And it was a proper pandemic. My other half said that when the lift doors opened, people were just vomiting on walls, on carpets.
Oh God.
The masks were out. It was like the Titanic was being abandoned.
Yeah.
It was something from Hollywood.
It's grim. I had it.
Yeah, I've had it. It's so contagious. And because we were on indigenous land, obviously the folk there were like, get off. We don't need this.
This is a sign from the gods.
We've been through this before. Let's just go.
Oh shit!
So,
of course. With measles. We know what happened last time.
Yeah. So we were packed up, like all the, these things, the vendors and the traders. Fair enough, as a musician, I just packed my own stuff and I'm gone.
Yeah.
All the traders, all their stalls, they had an hour to pack all that down and just get out of there. I was then shipped to a Hilton hotel for 2 days of pure nothing, I know everyone was very much, you must be so upset. And I was like, yeah, this is what an awful situation, but it was really nice still.
Yeah.
But I was just we just had to keep comforting in everyone. And, obviously a lot of people lost a lot of money because they've taken time out to trade and stuff. But I mean, to be in part of it, it was amazing. They have since actually stopped. This year will be their last event, unfortunately, I think. But one of the really interesting facts is that the hotel only kicked out those in the part of the convention. Those that were there gambling were allowed to stay.
Interesting.
So obviously they're immune.
Capitalism for the win.
Oh yeah. The money sort of go back. Goodbye, norovirus. I have money.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
that was all interesting.
I mean, obviously, I assume your hotel and travel was paid for.
Yeah, that's it.
So so for you personally, there wasn't that much of a kind of
No.
loss other than just time and
Just a devastation. It
yeah.
wasn't even time, really. I wasn't moaning for being out
Well,
there. But it was-
that's the interesting question then. What did you do for the 2 days in between?
I sat in a hot tub.
There we go, done.
Yes.
I think
Fair.
I went to Target just because it was on my list and bought the kids Feastables. That's all they wanted.
Feastables.
That was what they wanted.
It's nothing better than a good hot tub. I remember going on a stag do. They were all going skiing, and I have zero coordination when it comes to shit like that. So I was like, I'm not going to go skiing. I'm just going to wait till everybody goes drinking. So I sat in the hot tub while they were all skiing.
Yeah,
So it's awesome.
I'm not a skier. I'm loving watching the Winter Olympics, but
Yeah.
Oh, the
no.
curling, especially all the drama. All the drama.
I was watching the bobsled yesterday.
Oh
Jesus.
Jesus, I know. Well, my other half, he's South African, and he cannot understand the English fascination with curling. I was like, it's because we can sit on the couch and think we could actually do that. There's a
It's just like
within
balls
arm's
on
reach.
ice. It's like balls on ice,
Yeah.
kind of, isn't it? Really?
But it's cooler.
Literally.
Yeah, quite literally. But it's when you see the movements of people, like, they're just gliding along with it. It's like, yeah, I could do that.
Well,
You don't-
it's the woman shouting at the man to sweep harder. It's kind of the interaction between the pair. It's hilarious.
I just thought, again, it's weird. Like it is one of those ones that I would probably sit and watch. But it was like when I was watching the Canada. Was it Canada? What was it? Canada versus Sweden, and like them just kicking off with each other and stuff. And I was like, oh, it's going down. He put his finger on it.
You become an expert, don't you? Even like the big
armchair
air.
experts.
You become an expert, don't you?
Oh, he definitely put his finger on it. I
Oh,
saw it. Look at that. That's a rule break. From,
Yeah.
Paragraph 3, section 12.
Yeah. People think it's so much
International
drama.
curling manual.
No, I love the big air. I thought that was good, watching all those big jumps and stuff, and some of the stories behind what the athletes have been through together.
Oh, like where they're wearing certain clothing or injecting themselves with certain stuff.
Oh,
to-
yes,
And
yes, that story.
that was the weirdest one. That was the weirdest one. Apparently injecting themselves in certain places to give them that extra bit of aerodynamic. It's like, what?
No, I think it's so they inject themselves in that area to make themselves bigger. So the fitting happens for a bigger suit, and then they don't inject themselves, and they've got more room to move, which apparently helps you do the maneuvers better. Apparently, there you go. There you go.
And my mind boggles at that, frankly.
Size
And
does matter. There we go.
I watched Cool Runnings the other day for the first time.
No.
So
that is a good film. That is a very good film.
Very good.
Yeah, I just remember the line from like, oh no, your bones do not break in a bobsled.
I know.
They shatter. I've used that line so many times, apart from in a bobsled.
Yeah. I did ask my partner. I said, so obviously there's no snow in South Africa, but you haven't got a bobsleigh team. But no, they do dune boarding out there. It's all on the sands. Yeah.
But how has things changed for Madam Misfit since 2024?
24, the last sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my big one. I had plans to go to America. I'd released an album that year, Vitamin M.
Oh yes.
Latest album. It was all based on the idea that medicine is music, which is I'm a big advocate for. So Vitamin M was released along with the song Power Up, which was one of my favorite tracks. As I launched it that year at Sci-Fi, so it was. I was edited. The graphics for the video was I was sucked into a TV screen as playing games, and then I'm an 8-bit figure sprite.
Awesome.
And then I'm suddenly Sonic with ginger hair, and then I'm Super Mario, and then I fall out of the screen at the end and pull a golden ring out my hair, and it was awesome graphics. Like really, hats off to the girl who did it for me. So I did this whole thing, and it was projected behind me when I was doing the song, wasn't it? Which was really cool, really cool. So that was the big thing of the year, really, that releasing that track, and especially along with all the Vitamin M stuff. It's kind of I tend to release an album every 2.5 years. So that's where I am now. I'm writing the album to release for this year. Definitely took a time out. A lot of things changed in my personal life. I moved house. Lost some doggies, gained a dog, so a lot of ups and downs and stuff. But but yeah, it's certainly life certainly has an effect on my music, and my music is changing. Like for those who've joined me in 2019, my music was very sort of slapstick comedy. They used to call it chap hop at the time.
Yeah.
And it was kind of an olive branch that was offered, and it was kind of a really clear way to, you know, doing something I could really enjoy and getting up the ladder really quick. But now that kind of where I want to go in music is changing, I want to write not seriously, but not sillily. I want to be a respected musician, really. So I'm still writing, but I'm losing the rap thing, and I'm singing. So it's just singing about silliness instead of trying to rap it. So
Yeah, I mean, I remember something Terry Pratchett once said, which is basically the opposite of funny is unfunny. The opposite of serious is not to be serious.
Yeah.
And you can be funny and serious at the same time.
Yeah, I think
one
this
does not
is
preclude the other. You just got to balance it out.
yeah. Well, I thought just like the energy I want to give in the shows doesn't have to be through the music. It can just be me interim, either how I perform or even when I'm talking. And I always come down and talk my things and my meanings and why I'm doing this, that, and the other. And yeah, I think I just want a positive, high energy positivity show, be that through color and music and smiles and laughter and connecting with a lot of people, really. So my album for this year is actually going to be called Dopa Queen, a play on dopamine, obviously. And it's just going to be a lot of kind of positive bouncing song, but a lot about mental health as well. And my song that actually will be released ahead of the album is called Static. The lead title is actually Static in my head, and it was a song that my partner wrote about me for me, which is amazing. You know, to be with someone who can write, is now my lyricist, which is very exciting. And he wrote a lot about because I get a lot of noise in my head at all times. Sometimes it can be really comforting, you know, it can, the times when everything's really dead quiet, but then obviously there's times it works against you. And this beautiful song talks about turning the static in your head into symphonies instead. And it's so wonderful. So I'm so excited to release that. But yeah, the plan is to kind of really be quite open, and although I am Madam Misfit, and make it more humanized. I think is the way. And we ummed and ahed about changing my name and that, but I've built up so much, and no one does it say in a rule book that as an artist you have to go down that route for the rest of your lives. So yeah, so things are changing.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, look at David Bowie. I mean, he's reinvented himself numerous times.
The amount of people that threw that at me, I was like, you know what? And even if I just try it for one album, you know, it might be just that itch I need to scratch or something.
Yeah.
You always get
album.
You will always get those people who sort of the diehards who, if you change too much, they will just kind of. And I'm going to not lie, I've been one of those people. It's like, this is not what I'm used to. Like I like the band the Deftones, right? One of my favorite bands, and I love their first two albums, and then they hit White Pony, which is their third one. Like they used to be, it was quite hard and fast with minimal sort of mellow stuff, and then White Pony came out and it was mostly sort of kind of more chilled, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this?
I mean, that's the thing though, you do need to evolve. If you stay too long, you kind of and give everyone what they expect. You become static, you become pigeonholed, and there's people get bored because it's then you get accused of being even more of the same.
Exactly.
So you kind of do need to kind of experiment. If I mean, just look at Nine Inch Nails.
But the thing is, you have to stick with, like, again, one of my favorite bands of all time are a band called Darkest Star, and they're like a hard sort of kind of melodic but thrashy band, mainly screaming but with a little bit of singing. And they released an album called Darkest Star, and it had more singing on it. And I have to say, it's possibly one of my favorite albums of theirs, and I love their stuff. And it was a big change for them, and it was just because the music they've got, because they've got a lot of orchestral type. It's not orchestral, but it's just the way it's all composed. It's beautiful stuff. And my mind, as much as I love the screamy stuff, that sort of mellow edge to it really complemented it. But because they got so much backlash from it, that they sort of reverted back to what they were, which is annoying, because as much as I love that old stuff, that album for me was a perfect balance of
like
everything.
Like a standalone.
That was the perfect balance of where they should be. And it's a shame. So I think it's one of those things that if you're happy with it and it's something you really want to do, you should just go forward with it. And stuff.
Yeah, I kind of ummed and ahed for a long time. I don't think I was happy with where my route was going. I wanted to be at more mainstream music festivals. Like, I love doing the con events and things like that. I think my energy, like they often say, like, I mean, 80% of my work is steampunk, and they often say what's steampunk music is a genre. It's really not. It's just people who are just happy being themselves, and that lends to the worlds that I travel in, sci-fi worlds and things like that, and stuff. It's not about technically what I'm singing, it's what I'm giving off, that energy and connection, and it's huge. So I like to think that those that connected with me then will still follow me now, and the music's probably going to be a bit more mainstream, so rather than like Inspector Gadget and that, I'm actually writing a song. It's a love song, bear with me, but it's about two socks that are separated and trying to find each other and the connection. So it's explaining things a little bit differently. So that's sort of the plan.
I've always said, though, write what you want to write, not what you think others want you to write. Write what is true to you.
I think
that will have verisimilitude, that will have energy that nothing else has, because it's not you.
No, this is it. Rather than writing to a brief, it's nice to not feel pressurized that I have to fit a mold or anything. So it is fun. I've got some really great pieces that are going to come out this year as well, and I think
excited. It really sort of affects the creative process when you're writing something you don't want to write. Like I've been when my band was active, I remember sort of, because I had this, like, I'm just always been into sort of kind of longer, sort of more songs with just like following my ADHD emotions, sort of like, peaks and troughs as my emotions would go. So that I would follow it quite well. And I like doing stuff like that. But because like at the time the sort of hardcore thing was on us, like we were trying to force ourselves into that little pigeonhole. And I just found it really hard to write, because I was just like, I do not feel this. I'm doing it because I feel like I have to, not because I want to and stuff. And I think if you go down that route where you're just doing it because that's what people want you to do, you'll burn out. So you might keep your fans a bit longer, but you're going to burn out faster, and you're not going to enjoy what you have and stuff.
I think for me it was about expressing more of my musicianship. I think I'd got to a point with the old stuff that I was doing that I was just sort of at a I couldn't expand anymore. I'd been set. People knew what to expect. Whereas now singing properly, it brings a whole different level into things. I feel I can do so much more as a singer. And, there's a lot of, on the end of my last album, Vitamin M, I ummed and ahed about it, but as Peter knows, I'm a 1940s tribute artist as well.
You said,
And with the recent craze of Fallout and things like that, obviously there was this huge crossover about that musical period. So I rewrote We'll Meet Again, and which is a big song, and I was kind of, but I rewrote the verses and modernized them. And you know what? When I sing that piece, like some of my venues are really echoey, churches or something like that. Jesus Christ, it's so nice. It's really nice to just play and just kind of drop that in the middle of a whole set, and everyone's like, what the fuck? Yes, so that's really cool to have that. But yeah, I'm really experimenting now with I think I'm gonna do a bit of a Fallout tease when I go to Sci-Fi in March. I've got a bit of a teaser, as I like to do every year. I always like to drop new things and stuff. So nice. Got a bit of a Stranger Things going on and a bit of a Fallout thing. So a few little nods to things. But
how did you find? I'm assuming you've watched the final season.
Yeah. Oh God.
How did you feel about it?
See, I never used to be into series until my partner, and so I literally binge watched all of it in like a 1 hour. So obviously I had to catch up with the first few seasons, and then literally there was a 2-week gap and the final season came out. But yeah, I mean, I loved it. I've read some reviews or ups and downs and stuff. I mean, I love it. I'm an easy watch. I don't go delve too deeply into things and stuff. And the alternate ending, I don't know. There's the option wasn't there of 2 different endings and fell and all of that. But I don't know. Some people were on board with it or not. I don't know. Did she die? Didn't she die? That's another episode.
Well, I think the other ones have said that they deliberately made it vague. That we're not going to answer that question.
Clever writing.
It's up to the viewer to make up their own decision, which I think that's fair. Yeah, give that ambiguity. Let the viewer decide the ending.
Yeah. They were so good with their social media coverage up to that. Oh my god, it was everywhere. Like, kudos. And to be honest, they probably left the ending that vague because they knew it would create, disputes and stuff. So hats off for that.
It then warrants rewatches as well going forward, and then probably so many years down the line they'll be like, oh, you remember you watched this show before? Well, you can watch it all again because we've done a new documentary on it.
Yes.
I watched the documentary, actually. It was pretty good.
I have heard there's going to be a spin-off series.
There's an animated series starting in the summer, I think.
But it's about the thing that Henry Creel found and in that case.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah.
And it's linked to the mind flare. So that'd be interesting. But
that'd be good. Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it.
There weren't enough. They left it very open about when he found that thing in the briefcase. Like, well, what the fuck? Where did that? That's a whole
exactly.
Although
thing.
I'd be happy to leave that as a mystery. I'd be happy to go, look, we don't need to know every answer. And it's like,
yes, we do.
Yeah. Honestly, I just want to see more Steve and Dustin hitting the road.
Joe, there we go. That's the show. Or Murray. A show with Murray.
Yeah. My missus is the worst person to watch a series with because we watch because she makes me stay up until 2-3 in the morning, binging things, even though I have to work the next morning and stuff. I'm shattered. But she asks me really random questions. She has to know about their dietary requirements and why things would happen and she stops me in the middle and makes me pause things and then wants to have full sort of conversations about really things that don't matter. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. She says, yeah, but I need to know about this. And I'm like, but it doesn't matter. And she says it does, and then it's just you have this full conversation about something, that one little sort of offshoot comment, and then she's like, well, why is this she's a massive anime person, right? But then she'll question why there's a dragon in something or something. It's like, you watch anime? It's the most over the top and random thing, and you're questioning why this guy can fly and why this guy can't and stuff. It's just but she's just, and it's just and she says, why are you getting annoyed at me? I was like, because it's all the time. It's just questions, all these questions, and I'm just sitting there, kind of I'm like you, Sarah. I'm just I just let it go. I'm just I just get carried away with it. I don't think too much into it. I'm not really, unless it's a really sort of deep sort of kind of thing. I'm just carried away with the explosions and the sort of nice pretty things that are on the screen and stuff. But she's just brilliant. Oh my god! But so, and I was like, oh no.
How has the the evolution of Madam Misfit impacted your performance? You got this your dial on your wrist that you kind of control the songs with. And you can update.
Yeah, that died on me.
Oh.
I always struggle with tech. I love the idea of being completely wireless, and I used to have the Bluetooth watch, but it just failed on me so many times.
Oh, no.
So I do need to, it reminds me, I need to come up with another backup plan. Or the fail-safe. You know what? Some things you can practice and plan to the nth degree.
Yeah.
But sometimes the best way is if stuff happens, and certainly because I'm in sort of a comedy sector of music, it's fine. You know what? Sometimes it's okay. And sometimes I can stress so much about the tech. Last time, I had such a hissy fit because a lot of my music it's connected to an iPhone on the stage, and they are straight into a DI box.
Yeah.
But when I was doing the videos, so the audio was actually part of the video. So then I had to hit my laptop, and then it was going through a different place. But that took so long to get that all queued together. That was driving me mad because I paid so much for that video. So it worked in the end. So those kind of things stress me. Then I'm very excited because this is the first time a partner's ever come with me. So Gareth's my manager as well now, officially appointed. So, and he's really into graphics and art. He was really big in South Africa in a graphics company. So he's getting work on the backboards. And I've said, look, you could actually create a light show if you want, because there's all the lighting text there and stuff. So I'm sort of letting him do the all that
You're
stuff.
letting him do it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, you're so good to me.
I know, like you go get happy, go get excited and create what you want. So that's it's nice now. It feels like I've got someone, at my back, and if something fails, it'd be fine. I'm pretty sure if all my tech failed mid-show, a lot of the audience would just sing along anyway without the track, so which is cool. But yeah, as for the performance, I mean, I've thrown most things at the audience, from marshmallows to lots of various kinds of sweets and nets and all sorts. I had a marshmallow gun. Have I spoken to you since that? I got one of the Nerf tennis ball guns.
Oh, yeah.
And then we painted it up, and the giant American marshmallows fit nicely in it, and just fired it off into the audiences. Yeah, it was great. So, and then I just arm the audiences with nets, and they can catch them. So I always get worried someone's going to
get a marshmallow in the face.
You're going to knock some of that with a marshmallow.
I know. Trying to find soft sweets at an affordable price is very difficult. Like, I can't just throw Werther's Originals at people. Like, and then they have to be in wrappers as well, because if they hit the floor, because I can't sing a song about recycling, because I sing a song about the Wombles, and then just throw sweets that's going to make a mess. It's very confusing. So.
Yes, didn't you get told off once for throwing marshmallows?
I never got told off, no. But I
fake
threw
news.
a lot.
Fake
to
news.
be honest, the chimps threw the marshmallows.
Oh,
You guys
right.
just stood on them and got stuck to the floor. So yeah, I do need to rethink. But I have to make sure in the set list I sing the recycling song before I throw things at people. There we go. I've done my bit. It's like giving out the flight safety brief at the beginning of the flight. You know what you're doing. It's not on me now. So yeah, but no, I've got a few more tricks up my sleeve for the year. It's always nice to keep things fresh and stuff. And obviously I'll be dropping a few new songs in, but there'll be old classics in there and stuff as well. I know Pete loves a conga, don't you? So we love that. Yeah, new costumes as well. I've got my costume just staring at me. I've got to finish decorating it, which is cool. And Sci-Fi will be the first show that I'll get that out as well and stuff. I've got some Sci-Fi Weekender exclusive merch coming out as well, which is cool. So that'll be nice. And then my year sort of explains. I'm at the Terry Pratchett Discon in Birmingham.
Oh, that's a perfect fit for you as well.
I couldn't believe it. They asked me a few years ago, like, this is never going to come off. And this August, I'm there in Birmingham performing. I think it's a Sunday, because it's the bank holiday weekend or something like that. So,
nice.
So I'm at the Discon. Doing that. I'm at Fantasy Forest as well, which is a big fantasy-based thing as well. I'm at Lincoln Steampunk Asylum as well. This year is all about releasing the new album, getting the content, and then next year plan to spread and infect on a more wider basis.
Nice.
I think. Yeah.
So you plan for Christ this year as well?
I think it's cancelled. I think that was the last one. Yeah,
really?
or they're having a rest year. But yeah, it's not happening this year.
Oh.
Not happening this year. So.
Belgians.
I know. But I work. I'm so fortunate that work comes and goes. I'm very fortunate because, even when I lose a job, I'm sure I will take a job that weekend and I'll look back and be like, actually, this is just as good and it's new. And I was in Sheffield at the did I see you there? I was at the Emergency Services Museum last year.
Oh yeah.
They're having another one this year, but it takes me to some really interesting places. So I've always got Edinburgh Fringe on my to-do list. That is big, but I hear it's a massive money pit. So
it can be, yeah. It's
so but yeah. So to be honest, a lot of misfitting is just making it up on the whim and bullshitting my way through. Really,
the ADHD way.
That's just life in general,
and it's carried me this far. So why change it? So a lot of people. I have a lot of that. I can't think of the words, but impersonation syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
Yes, a lot of that I really don't think that what I do carries any value, weight, or worth. And then it isn't until someone makes that connection with one of your pieces that, oh my God, I actually did that. And yeah, that line totally can connect with wasn't what I was thinking when I wrote it, but yeah, you take it that way, and I'll be like, yeah, it's really, really humbling. It's nice, and then come home and my kids treat me like shit, and I was like, I used to be someone.
Well, I mean, I've been freelancing now for over 10 years, and I still get imposter syndrome. I organised a vampire games day on Saturday, and I thought, and then I'm hearing about people that have made up from my events or kind of made friends.
Blackpool, by the way, Pete? Was that?
No, that was in Derby.
Oh, okay. It's just the venue looked really familiar, like that.
Nope, it was Derby. But yeah, it's like I had people meeting up from the events and said, "Oh yeah, we hang out afterwards." And we met up afterwards, like a couple of months later, watched vampire films together, and it's like, okay, fine, mission accomplished.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyway, but we have got a tight time limit today.
I was just going to jump in on my vampire and series connection. Ooh. I started watching True Blood.
Oh wow!
Oh nice!
But I couldn't finish it once the fairies came along. So,
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I think I have this horror that anytime I start getting into a series, if a fairy or a unicorn or something appears, it's just a no for me.
Have you watched Sinners, the film Sinners?
No, but to be honest, I'm more into my films than my series, so I'm writing this down.
Sinners is awesome. It's sort of, it's really good. It's got like a Dusk Till Dawn sort of kind of vibe to it, but it's got its own thing going on. And really good. I really enjoyed it. It's got a really nice twist to it as well.
Also, Abigail is a good, cool vampire film on Netflix at the moment.
Ooh, that is a good one, actually.
I'll put that down.
It sounds so surprised, Jonjo.
No, it's a good film. I like
it. He sounds surprised. Like, that is a good one.
No, out of all the vampire films I'd expect you to say, I was not expecting you to say Abigail.
Where's that new one? Like, I think I shared something with you, Pete. There's a new Vampire Diaries type thing coming up.
There's a new season of Vampire, Interview with the Vampire.
Is that what it is?
There's a new one of those. Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, they've done 2 seasons, which is really good. And yeah, absolutely down with that one. And the first season is looking absolutely brilliant, like a remake of, like an adaptation of the Vampire Lestat.
Ah, okay.
And they've also done like sort of spin-off, expanded the sort of the Immortals universe of Anne Rice TV series with the Mayfair Witches and the Talamasca, the Secret Order, and just like they've got to really kind of develop they've kind of taken notes from the MCU and kind of like start off with a solid, storyline and just gradually expanding it out and on the world and developing the story, kind of having interconnected narratives. Like, oh, hang on, that person was in that show, and they do kind of, it just informs it all and kind of makes it feel much more interconnected and developed.
On a non-vampire related business, I know.
I know, Pete.
He's in his happy place.
I honestly didn't think I was going to like it, to the point where my missus has the sort of like, in her defense, she's like, let's watch this, and I do not want to watch that,
and she was right too.
And I'll watch it and go, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. I watched The Lincoln Lawyer. I watched all 5 seasons of The Lincoln Lawyer, and you know what? It's really good. Like, I really enjoy it. It's good because you kind of think you know how it's going to happen, and then it throws a lot. Obviously, kind of at the very end how it's going to go, because but there's a lot of you don't really know how things are going on, and the sort of kind of gotcha moments or at the end aren't sort of really they're not shoehorned in. They're sort of kind of quite well thought out, and I thought I really enjoyed it. It's not something I would generally watch, but yeah, if you want to watch something good about I don't want to list lawyers in court, yeah, it's good, really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Okay, now appreciate. We want to try and end by 10 o'clock. So we will fast forward to our pub quiz section of the pod quiz, of the podcast. Jonjo,
pending intro music.
Pending intro music. So, we keep on talking about the intro music. We haven't had
Never happens. Never happens.
We're still waiting. This is like a year and a half now we've been doing this. It's like, nah, it's never going to come. So every show we do a little quiz at the end, and we go through a selection of rounds, and basically we see out of the 3 people in front of me who is the smartest out of their selected category. Let's be fair. If we were to do it by competition, not by so much by the guest, but between Peter and between Matt, I'd say probably Peter's won a fair few times more.
Whoa! I am currently 2 for 2. I'm 2 for 2 this year.
After how many?
After how many times?
You're only as good as your last game, Pete. All right, okay. I'm just saying.
Well,
2 for 2. 2 for 2 in 2026. I know.
So as we have got Madam Misfit, you will be taking part in the first round, but that means you get a choice of all the rounds that are available.
Okay.
So
I'm very nervous. I'm not good at these, by the way. So
neither's Matt.
Backing up. Okay.
So the choice of rounds, I really hope one of these at least gets some spark of hope. So you have Red Dwarf, Doctor Who, Stargate SG-1, Futurama, or Sharp.
Pick Sharp. Pick Sharp.
I kind of want someone to pick Sharp so I can justify.
So let me just get this right. So I choose a category, and then the others don't get it, or we all do.
No, they don't get it. They get a selection from what's remaining.
Oh God.
Yeah, so pick Sharp just to annoy Matt.
I was going to say Sharp, to be honest.
Do it.
By all means, if you want to pick Sharp, do it.
Yeah, it's. I'm kind of pretty low on all of those, but let's go Sharp then. Okay. There we go.
Pete's loving it.
Okay.
I can't even see him. Your screen's off. So yeah, there we go. I'm doing it. Start the lunar year.
Matt might be laughing from what you can hear on the microphone, but he's crushed inside.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna know it. So
here we go. I mean, I'd say these could be worse. Question number 1 for Sharp. In which decade did Sharp air its first episode? In which decade? Yes.
Is it in the 90s?
It is 90s.
Oh, Matt's answering.
1993 was the
first. If I go to a resident, I'll go to a resident expert. But
1993.
And what was the name of the first episode, Matt?
Well, Sharp's Rifles. Was it Sharp's Rifles?
Sharp's Rifles.
Yeah, that's
it's a shame you're not getting any points.
Yeah.
Shame you're not getting any points for this one, Matt. Here we go. The final broadcast episode, Sharp's Peril, is set in which country?
Oh, you're going to know this, aren't you? Spain or France? There we go. One of those.
Let's go back to our resident expert.
No, India.
It was India.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
They did, because in the books there is prequel books, Tiger, Triumph, and Fortress, which are all set in this sort of early days when he was sort of like, he wasn't an officer, Battle of Versailles, and that sort of, so they kind of brought them forward. So it's like after he retired, after Waterloo and stuff.
There we go.
And question number 3: which actor played Michael Hogan in the first 2 episodes of the show?
I wish I had this one. I know all of these now. Annoying. You've sabotaged me. I was going to get
just name any actor.
Well, I know it's not Sean Bean, but there we go. Anyone but Sean Bean. There we go.
Brian Cox.
Of all the actors, Sean Bean, he's just doing a dual role, All right, back to our resident expert.
Brian Cox.
It was Brian Cox.
Brian Cox.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
That would have been that's a theoretical 3 for 3 on Sharp, by the way, just to make up for my my failure in the person.
And honestly, I note that, Matt. I do, but you don't get any points on that.
There we go.
But,
I'm happy I've got 1, to be honest.
Yes. Madam Misfit, 1 out of 3. Currently the leader. Let's see where we go from here.
Happy with that.
Peter,
Hello.
Doctor Who, Red Dwarf, Stargate SG-1 or Futurama?
Well, given I wrote an article about 8 years ago, it was for the 40th anniversary about it, called "Who Cares About the Doctor?" I better go for Red Dwarf. Yep.
Okay, that's as good a logic as any.
Yep, because it was an article about how much we dislike Doctor Who, and it went down as well as can be expected.
Here we go then. Question number 1. Norman Lovett and Hattie Hayridge both played which character?
Holly.
That is correct. Question number 2. In the episode Quarantine, what is the name of the hand puppet that Rimmer uses?
Mr. Flibble is very cross.
Mr. Flibble.
Oh, damn you, Pete.
And, if I could give extra points, the line.
You're stuttering
Question
there.
number 3. Oh.
Are you stuttering there?
You're
back. You're back.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened there, but Matt, you almost was going to lose by default altogether. The internet's back though. Okay, here we go. Question number 3. In one episode, it's discovered that Crichton has named Rimmer what in his memory files? Is it A, Colonel Stupid? Is it B, Admiral Arsewipe? sorry, I was trying not to laugh. Or is it C, Captain Bollocks?
Ooh.
I will tell you now. Before I get the answer for you. My sister got Chris Barry to sign an autograph for me, and he signed it with this name.
I'm going to go with Admiral Arsewipe as a pure guess.
I wish it was. Because now I'm thinking that's a good name. It was Captain Bollocks.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected.
See what you've done, Sarah? I would have won my 3 for 3 had you let me have Sharp. If you'd given me Sharp...
Thank you very much, Sarah. I'll buy you a drink at Sci-Fi Weekender.
Tactics,
I've
yeah?
been sabotaged. Sabotaged.
Tactics, Matt. Tactics.
But Matt, you could still win if you get 3 in the next category.
I don't know much about any of these ones.
So, Doctor Who, Stargate SG-1 or Futurama?
Doctor Who, I've never really liked. Stargate, again, unless it's
we'll put Doctor Who to the side.
Unless it's the film, then no. Futurama is the only one that I have any sort of minimal knowledge about, so we'll have to go for Futurama, I guess.
Let's go Futurama. Right. Listen to the questions carefully. Question number 1. In the first episode, Fry wakes up on New Year's Eve of which year?
New Year's Eve of which year?
Yeah. So when he's frozen in time, what he wakes up New Year's Eve.
Sorry, man, you're frozen upside again, please.
What?
You keep on sort of skittering here.
I don't know what's happening. In the first episode, Fry wakes up in New Year's Eve of which year?
He wakes up in which year? So it's obviously 1999 when he goes into the cryo chamber, isn't it? So he will wake up in what year?
Yeah,
that's the question.
Oh God, I don't know. The year 3000.
No, he wakes up in 2999.
All right, yeah, okay, yeah, because
yeah.
Right. Well, you could still maybe draw with Pete. Yep. I mean, you're probably not, but you could still draw.
Yeah, well, there you go. Because I've been sabotaged.
Question number 2.
Tactics.
Question number 2. Which planet are Leela's parents from?
Oh God, I have no idea. I do not know. I can't even guess. I couldn't tell. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are they human?
Oh,
are they human?
Oh.
Their parents, because she's adopted, isn't she? I'm gonna say Earth.
Yeah, it is Earth because they are mutants.
Yeah, they are mutants. Yeah.
Because she believes to be an alien, but then she finds out later on she's actually a mutant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Matt, you could be on for a tiebreak. What is Bender's full name?
God, I don't get a multiple choice today.
No, not really. So yeah, I'll tell you what. If if you could even just get his surname.
Yeah, I've seen a fair few episodes, and I can't think by names.
Is it Crichton?
No, I've no idea. Don't know.
No.
Don't know.
Okay. Bender's full name is Bender Bendin Rodriguez.
Okay. Oh, yeah, Rodriguez. Okay, yeah.
So, Pete, you are the champion.
Fuck you, Pete. Fuck you, Sarah.
That's like how we to Sarah. And that is how you win, by strategy and tactics.
Oh, I can't believe it. I redeemed myself by proxy.
Yes.
You believe it. Okay.
Right, fine. After that horrendous betrayal by the guest and my co-host. So what, Sarah, what have you got coming up that people need to know about before we leave?
What have I got to come out? So this year I've got a new album coming out called Doper Queen. So keep your eyes and ears out for that. That'll be in the summer. Events, as mentioned before, Sci-Fi Weekender, Great Yarmouth, third week in March. And then Fantasy Forest, mid-July. I'm at the Discworld Con, which I believe is the second week in August, and the world's largest steampunk festival at Lincoln Steampunk Asylum at the August bank holiday. New music, new stuff coming out for me, new outfits, really, more madness, really. So just best place for all of that is just onto Google and type my name, and that'll kind of send you in all four corners, because thankfully there's only one of me. So yeah. That's basically it. But yeah, the more you stream as well, I always get people worrying that they're not buying my physical stuff. You know what? It's fine, because I get money from Meta now, which is new. This is the first thing now.
Oh,
I know.
awesome!
So even if you don't think you're doing much to support the arts, I'm very appreciative for the 8p a month that comes through. You know, so yeah. But my big thing against streaming with streaming, even though obviously it doesn't pay fair, and we could be there all night talking about that, is it's a great way to get people eventually to your shows, to buy the merch, to support, and then join the Patreon. Really, that's the be all and end all, the best way you can support me. So I don't mind if you just enjoy my music, tell other people about it. That costs nothing, so
awesome. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Hopefully, we'll get you as the back again as the first of the new year.
I should be. I was traveling this year, so I'll be on Terrifying.
We'll see. No.
Yeah, I know.
But thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No.
For tonight, I've been Matt Geary. With me has been Jonjo Cosgrove.
I'll see you all soon.
I'm Peter Ray Allison.
Good night, everyone, and take care.
And our special guest, Madam Misfit.
Thanks so much. Cheers, guys.
Night, everybody. Bye.